The Invoker pick is kind of cool. I actually really like this hero up against Queen of Pain. It's one of the heroes that can really handle the Shadow Strike harassment.
Yeah.
Just by going like full quas. It's like for the same reason why Kunkka is good, because he can X and go back to Fountain.
True.
So the Shadow Strike harassment really just doesn't play into the lane too much. He can also pressure Quap's tower, potentially, or he can try and be like somebody who rotates. So I think it's a good matchup against the Quap. It'll be interesting to see who makes the first rotation and who succeeds with that rotation.
The real question about Invoker, Peter, is are you a fan of Kid Voker, or do you not like that at all? You'd rather just keep it Adult Voker?
I think the Adult Voker looks cooler, but the Kid Voker's like kind of funny.
It's a cool concept.
Funny concept, I'd say.
Funny concept. The next rework, I guess, was what? The Pudge they've announced. They're going to do some sort of toy Pudge because,
female anti-mage.
Oh, and they have the female anti-mage. They've revealed a couple of them.
The baby Pudge, right?
And then, yeah, some sort of baby Pudge. Because what we need in life is more Pudges to show up in
all of
our pub games.
I'm excited for baby Pudge. I'm going to be a baby Pudge player for sure. Wait, what battle pass level is that?
It's probably going to cost you at least $100 and something bucks. You have to win an ESL event to afford it, I think.
Oh, man. Well, that's not going to happen.
Here we have...
unless I can win the Mercedes-Benz MVP vote.
True! Casters might be eligible. They didn't say they're not, so get the votes in.
I'd be willing to accept on behalf of anybody.
We should just get one of us to win and split it. 5 ways or whatever.
As long as I can still afford the Pudge set.
I don't know. We'll see.
We can share.
Don't count on the Wraith King set, though, I'll tell you that. As Insania will take his outpost back. We're looking at Witch Doctor Void lane set up to go toe-to-toe against that Pango we were talking about. And then Funix Nature's Prophet. I know you talked a lot about the mid lane and how that could work out, certainly when the rotations come together. We'll try to keep tabs on the CS. I imagine Queen of Pain will have her start like she does. Kasani will just try to hold his own and get the levels together so he can try to turn things around a bit, or at least better the lane for himself.
I do like HellRaisers laning phase quite a lot. I think mid lane will go well. I think top lane will also go really well for HR, and I think bottom lane will... I'm not quite sure about how this bottom lane is gonna play out. I haven't seen Weaver versus Necro too much.
Yeah, it looks like for now those cores will get to go toe-to-toe while the supports dance around each other, sharing just a little bit of the XP, but contesting the pull camp certainly. So they can't just keep it under the tower for themselves. Necro eating a lot of damage here. Moxie does have stick charges, but needs that fissure. Create a little bit of space. He only has Death Pulse for now. So close to getting level 2. Be awkward to get caught out when you don't have the ghost form ready.
Roger's done a much better job of blocking a small camp than Taiga has, so I guess that's a difference in their playstyle. Roger really prioritizes it, whereas Taiga doesn't seem to really care.
Taiga seems like the kind of 4, though, who's looking for more setups to get kills in the laning phase, now that you mentioned that, instead of just stepping out on the side and kind of doing your basic mechanics. Seems like a flashier type of 4 to me who looks for those kind of openings.
Insania did opt for the Maldic there. Quite a lot of mana he just expended for 0 damage.
Bottom lane Boxy could be in a bit of trouble. The Ink Swell Sakuchi combo coming out.
They got him?
Yeah, full force. That synergy is just so good.
Yeah.
It adds a lot of pressure for Taiga to get like critical timing on his fissure and an angle so that they can't follow it up. But as you can see, even when he lands the stun, it doesn't matter.
I think Necro can get an early point in Ghost Shroud, maybe level 3 or 4, where like when that Ink Swell goes off, then he can just pop the Ghost Shroud right after, and then he can kind of be immune to all the incoming physical damage.
Yeah, I'm curious if there'll be an adjustment made for a very unfamiliar type of matchup as we see Funnick make a return to the top lane. Quickly gets out a couple of Treants, and they use the advantage and creeps under the tower maybe to add a bit of pressure. For now, they'll leave Funnick to the lane on his own, so Roger can get the pull on that side camp.
This isn't really a boxy hero either. I like him on the initiators, the big frontliners.
Oh yeah.
Now it's gonna be kind of up to Taiga and Mikke to like call the shots, like make stuff happen, and not that they can't do it. I just haven't seen them have a lot of success with that sort of strategy.
Here we see Roger dancing around with Mikke as he did contest that side pull camp. Mikke wants to at least get a piece of the CS as they both share the XP. Insania is able to get the pull camp happening on his side now. Does go for the second level in Maledict here. Was curious if the build was going to change at all. being that it's not against your typical tanky offlaner, but here he finds himself in a bit of a predicament. Right-click there, and look at Funnick. Gets that bounty in at the last second. Got to get those battle pass points in.
Yeah, I hate the skill build from Witch Doctor. I don't really think he has offensive potential in this lane.
And if you don't have offensive potential, it's better to just at least have some defensive abilities ready, so maybe a value point in the heal would have helped out in situations like that, but for now...
Look at Weaver on bottom. Ooh, they killed Necro again.
Close. And if they can't get the response kill on the Weaver, it's going to hurt that much more. He gets to step away and have the salve, and Boxy comes back.
Lanes, once again, HR really just crushing Liquid on their lanes. They did quite well in game 1, but we saw immediately as the laning phase ended, Liquid made all the right moves and HR made none.
And what kind of moves are Liquid going to have to make in this one? Is it mostly behind Quakefa's level 6 to try to move around and get things shifting?
Yeah, definitely. It's about connecting kills with your ultimates here, and I would say the Chronosphere as well as the Necroscythe. Queen of Pain can be huge supplemental damage for those two ultimates when they decide to try and use them.
Yeah, mid-game for Liquid is definitely unlocked. You mentioned the Chrono. Once they get the Death Ward, they can pair that with it. The Scythe.
They have good team fight, but what Void lineups always struggle with is damage. Void takes quite a while. He needs a bunch of items before he can really come online.
Yep.
And if HR can use this laning phase advantage to push the tempo of the game, Liquid may not have an opportunity to ever come online. Much like we saw in the previous game, going the other way.
Yep. They need to, as you mentioned, use the advantage, stay together, and just push objectives forward and make the farming that much harder for Liquid so that what already feels like a long time to scale will feel that much longer. As see a bit of a confident move under the tower here from Taiga to kind of stun up Nyx a bit. But, you know, the kill potential just not there for Liquid in this bottom lane. Weaver will continue to farm up. He is second in CS, just nipping at the heels of Kasani's Invoker in the mid lane. 31-7 now.
Doing
going
super
against
well.
Quakefa's 24-2, so he is, yeah, he's clutching this mid lane on the Invoker. He's already level 6. They're both level 6, but he's about 6.5 as he races towards the top 6-minute rune. Will he be blessed with something like a regen? DD.
He'll take that.
He'll take the rune.
Yeah, quick fight empty bottle, so he really needed this.
Awkward spot for Quakefa. Doesn't really have the health or mana at the moment to make that rotation with the level 6. Might have to hold out for like 10-minute bounties or something to try to take action here.
Nah, it's okay. His teammates they don't have their ultimates ready quite yet, anyways.
Time walk back. Just all lanes kind of pushing their advantage where possible here. You know, Mickey, credit to him, is still able to kind of get some good last hits in. He's the top last hitter at the moment for Liquid. You know, Funnick and Nature's Prophet could be a bit of a problem. He's still able to kind of grind up the CS and stay durable. While we see Insania now decide to commit in with the Maldic. Mickey tries to jump over, but, you know, what else do you got after that? You let him go. Oh, turnaround Sprout, not quite catching Insania. As they are trying to use this catapult as best they can to pressure this tower. Committing the full treants right under. Mickey putting his attention on that camp.
Sort of the problem with this offensive Witch Doctor build is like you need a core who contributes some sort of like stun or slow. Because like sure you have to stun to set up your Maledict, and then after that like bottom they just walk away.
Potential trouble for Boxy. He does have that ghost form now, so
wasting the bugs.
After the damage is committed, he flexes it and will take care of those bugs.
Movement from Invoker. They spot him on the ward though.
Oh, his first rotation's to top and is spotted, like you said, so he's got to go back mid.
Yeah, they see Invoker does not have a port now, which might be an opportunity for Quakefa to gank Radiant's safe lane. Oh, yeah. They got a Maledict into a Bash up here.
Okay, Funnick, can he find a way to hide out from this one? Does the Sprout, but they got the quelling.
No Bash.
I don't think that's going to be nearly enough damage, only on level 2 Maldic, so he'll be fine.
Yeah, Furion got the tower there. He's having a great game.
Quakefa gets the rune this time. It's an illusion. He will be able to bottle up. After the wave is pushed out from this mid lane, he might make his first move. But it has to be careful to not make it too obvious here. There's not too much radiant vision on the map, certainly in the lower lane. Seems to be just mid and top, so plenty of darkness to work through if he decides to rotate south.
I'm curious when they'll try to make another play. Maybe go for this mid tower with Furion. Looks like Queen of Pain's making her first rotation to the bottom lane.
They're going for bottom. They're going for Boxy.
But yeah, Boxy's already almost dead.
Damn! So much damage. The Sakuchi, the Inkswell, the stroke. Koifa does find his way eventually to the bottom lane and will participate in that kill in response to Miposhka, but Boxy brought down another peg. He's going to be that much longer to get to his level 6, and his farm will be delayed that much further. But on the other side of the globe, Mickey does have his chrono ready to go. But bottom is where the action continues to kick off. Tornado set up. Mid laner responds bottom, and the opposing mid laner says, I'll join you. Kasani shows up suddenly.
Yeah, nice little rotation there from Invoker. He's farming very, very well. Highest net worth in the game.
My goodness. Yeah, in classic Invoker fashion. I mean, he already has the urn. He's going straight Spirit Vessel. Like, where's Necro's game going to be in this?
Yep.
Insania.
Another kill on Witch Doctor.
Shows himself, and that lone support stands no chance. Another kill. This one for Nyx.
Queen of Pain not finding a place to use her ultimate. Not a lot of plays happening for Liquid here. They have the Chronos here. They have the Quap ult. It'd be cool if they could try and make a play, but I'm not sure where it is. Also, Boxy just got level 6 at 10 minutes. As a core, just never a position you want to be in.
It's bounty time, so they quickly scramble for it. The regen's bottom. Koifa blinks in for it and is welcomed in the river by a Tornado EMP, so he will pay for the greed of the rune. And that's just HR sweeping right through after they get that gank and jump on the Insania in the bottom tier 1. They see it's bounty time, so they swing by.
Yeah, they're going to get the Fury on top, though. All right. Able to hold the Chrono as well, which is quite nice.
Insania does have his level 6, which is good for the support. So, like you mentioned, they only need to commit the one ult. But they have the firepower of both of those ults together now if they want to get some big, meteor takedowns like the Invoker.
Witch Doctor ult's kind of like half an ult. It's not.
Yeah?
Doesn't really count.
Why do you say that? Just because it's mediocre in damage, or
That's like going to be like the most effective death ward of the game, most likely, I would guess.
Okay.
Just because it scales really poorly, and it's a channeling spell, which means it gets canceled a lot. And yeah, I don't like it.
All right, we'll see if Insania is able to somehow prove you wrong or not. But
sure.
Quickfoot
and Tiger are smoked. Looks like they want to make a play. Maybe on the Weaver, or yeah, they have Chrono. They could maybe.
Yeah, Koifa's Scream's still there, but looks like Nyx.
He knows.
Has that game sense.
He knows.
Goes up north right away and will farm through the jungle while Liquid are scratching their heads trying to find kill opportunity in the bottom. But look at this, a Smake.
There's no way out of Sprout.
Smoke from HR's side. Oh, they caught Koifa. Tornado, EMP, and the silence from Miposhka. He is able to quickly break it and jump out. Sunstrike does hit, but my God, that was
level 1 Exort.
No damage at all.
Just warming up.
It was hype connection, but unfortunately no damage.
Yeah, Quickfoot able to bottle the double damage there, which could be quite nice. Talked about them maybe having some damage problems.
He still has that ult, so they can get moving around. They have a Chrono. They just need someone to kill. Even Roger being a bit elusive. Pump fakes the ult, and will just walk away. Oh no, not with Taiga around. And now he decides to fully commit the ultimate.
Has he got any backup though?
I don't know. Here comes Nyx. Here comes Furion.
Yeah, he's dead.
In the meantime, Mickey able to get the finish onto Kasani. It looks like they do get the ultimate off. Him and Koifa drop both ults and blast down the Invoker in the bottom.
Yep, very important kill for them. Invoker was getting out of control. I'm not sure why he was bottom playing by himself as his team is making plays in the north side of the river.
That means Liquid take a tier 1, man. HR have done so well in this laning phase in early game. They need to make sure they kind of keep this momentum going.
Yep, getting the mid tower though, that's great.
Yep.
They know Liquid doesn't have ults anymore. They might be able to assert some dominance on the map.
Kasani returns to the bottom lane now, and he's got help coming in through the jungle.
A little slow on the silence there from Grimstroke.
Not quite able to get the jump. Koifa able to slip away again. What's the item for Koikfa here on the Queen of Pain at this point? I mean, you got, you know, Weaver, so does that make having the silence a bit more valuable?
Yeah, I think it could be a really nice Orchid game for him, no doubt. Orchid beat Gibby seems quite good.
Yeah, lots of spell casting, lots of ways to shut down the likes of Invoker and Weaver, as mentioned. Arcane Rune.
Here we go.
Bottom picked up. Sani owns it, and they're feeling confident. Insania thinks about pumping out the coconut, but may regret his decision, walking a bit too close. So even the Nature's ultimate coming through, dishes out the bit of damage. The coconut does land, bounces around a bit, but there's going to be no follow-up. It's at top lane where Taiga moves in with a dunk and the follow-up scythe.
Huge plays from Liquid.
Boxy's able to step in and get the final say as Liquid take fights while losing across the other side of the map. Now they are going to end up dropping Boxy as the full HR squad rotates up here. But I guess, you know, some space for Mikke and Faceless Void to push out the bottom lane.
Yeah, not bad at all. Oh,
There's a ward right there.
is the Quap Ball going to be enough?
No. But chases on. Insania.
Oh,
TP's in.
Gonna get Grimstroke.
Tornado's a bit too early. Well, they'll settle for Miposhka instead.
Got the Invoker out. Liquid making decent trades, though, with their ultimates on cooldown. The Void ult, I suppose, which is coming up right now. Not sure if we caught it on camera there, but the Weaver went onto the Earthshaker top, hit him with the Echo into Fissure into Enchant Totem while Necrophos was porting, and then just scythed him. So huge kill on the Weaver. Much needed.
Mid lane, Tornado EMP, but Koikfa able to slip out again.
Weaver actually went first item Diffusal Blade, so they're looking to fight early and often.
Yes, that's what we would hope to see with an item commitment like that. Does come across Insania and will be able to get it dirtied up a bit already. Just your Insania support roaming around trying to get a little bit of vision down. Or
Furion after the mech actually going for Orchid as well. Could be quite useful.
He's right now slowly walking down Mikke.
Sprout. Spirit Vessel. Cold Snap, though.
Light leaps right over the rolling boulder, but the boulder does end up catching up with the Tornado EMP, but he time walks away. Turnaround Chrono onto the Nature's Prophet as Taiga rolls in.
Not a lot of follow-up here. Might actually get himself
Koikfa
killed.
on the side, though, is able to step in and go for Kasani. Can they get him down? Would make it a huge value turnaround. They do end up losing Boxy. They can't end up chasing him down. Taiga will end up falling. Koikfa sweeping in, looking to settle for something here. They finally get fun. It gets a 2-for-1 trade. Oh. With Roger TPing out there at the back end. But as the dust settles, that was a Liquid turnaround fight.
Weaver killed Necrophos top.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was with the help of the Grimstroke or if that was just a solo kill. Probably a little bit of assistance, I'd like to think.
And now Koikfa moving in to try to clean out this mid-tier 1. So really, where do we stand? Is it still like an HR advantage that they're still holding on to from the laning phase at this point? It feels like Liquid are being extra scrappy. They're taking fights or taking exchanges on the map. Yeah, with any availability.
I would say Liquid's not in a great position at the moment, but they are actually trying to fight and and make plays, which I think is really important.
They're still a threat as we'll rewatch action here at the bottom.
Yeah, Mikke optimistically kind of turns around in Chronos here. He thinks that they're out of... Oh, okay. Well, it was a Witch Doctor kill. We don't need to see that. He's died a million times.
Not really a brilliant moment for the Witch Doctor, but from what the replay was going to show, an ambitious turnaround from Mikke to get the Chrono. He only catches Funnick. I'm not sure if that was the target he only cared about.
I think he thought he was going to get 2 or 3 heroes. Yeah. Ended up only getting the Furion.
But because he didn't get the others, they were able to kind of assist in some capacity to allow them to still get the better exchange in the fight as bottom or top lane. They get the finish onto Boxy, man. That Spirit Vessel continuing to put in work as they just overwhelm him with damage now, and Liquid have to pull off. But Roger, he wants to chase in. He's looking to go for Koikfa, but Koikfa just slips him.
Is that like, what do you call it, like a gutter ball?
Pretty much, right?
Yeah. Or it was like the 7-10 split, you know.
I like how you're pulling out bowling references. Like nobody bowls today.
I'm actually pretty good at bowling.
I love bowling. I mean, you have a bowling fan right here. I'm just saying.
I'm from the Midwest.
Kids at home, they're
bowling.
Fortniting. They know about flossing. They don't know about the old 7-10 split.
Yeah, not the most COVID-friendly area, I imagine.
Well, we see HR, though, at least still comfortable enough to hold past the river here and continue to encroach on Liquid's turf. Is there a lineup that kind of needs that time to be able to scale into having more damage? If their mid game isn't bringing a lot of impact, that's a concern, because that's really when they're at one of those big power spikes, as we always love to say.
You're saying
For Liquid, yeah, because you know when they get their ultimates together, that's when they're expecting them to kind of be able to turn things around.
Well, I think the later the game goes, the stronger they get.
Of course.
But
they have to scale,
in the mid game, in the mid game they have to defend their areas of the map, so that way they can continue farming, and that's where they can use these big ultimates. What they don't want to do is use the ults and lose the fights, and then just that's how you lose the game.
Here they come creeping towards this mid lane where they have Roger kind of almost baiting out a bit.
Yeah, the threat of the ultimates from Liquid actually helps them secure some areas at the moment for them to farm. Such as this top area, as you see now.
Of course. And they're obviously going to be delegating a lot of that farm to what's important, mainly the Faceless Void. But HR and their whole team are just getting lots of available resources for them.
I'd say Liquid's biggest timing is, very, similar story, right? Earthshaker getting his Blink Dagger. It's about 700 gold away at the moment.
Yep.
Still, but here they go. Tier 2 towers going down. No defense from Liquid.
Yeah, they just need to accept that they're going to be losing some towers on this one. They need those tools. They need that Blink Dagger. I feel like they need to get the Greaves finished on your Necro. Sea of Diffusal is up next for the Void to help even ramp up the damage further, but he is quite a ways off of that.
Yeah, that's okay though. He went Manta, which is a great farming item for Faceless Void. And he might be able to get to his Diffusal by the time Earthshaker gets to his Blink, which means that they can sync up those item timings to really take it to HR.
Here comes HR though, feeling confident. They take to the high ground side of Liquid's map. But Liquid just kind of shifting around.
You can see the map getting smaller and smaller for Liquid as Furion pushes out this top lane and HR secures the bottom area of the map.
Oh yeah.
The net worth should be building in their favor.
And at that point, HR can kind of just slowly wrap around them if it'd like.
Boom, showed top lane. Will they be able to catch him?
Here they go. Look how fast they run in with the smoke. Get him, boys! He does Manta off the silence and avoid the tornado.
He's out.
He's out.
No instant stuns outside of that. I don't know if there was a cold snap available, but I guess he wasn't able to click on him.
Yeah, something. Not getting close enough, not being able to click on him. Either way, whether he intended to or not, Mickey with the quick reaction on the Manta and then a nice jump out to avoid that tornado.
Yeah, Liquid immediately gets out of their base, takes back this area that HR previously controlled. I'd love for Insania to deward these cliffs. Looks like he's brought his courier out for the first one and is, bringing his courier back for the second one. But a little scared.
And they're working quick. Quick was like, I will take their jungle.
Oh, here we go. He's coming. Yeah, this is an opportunity where I guess they're going Roche. I don't think Liquid's fighting this. Oh, wait.
No, they're coming. Oh, wow, they take that Roche so fast, though. The second I look over to see for the first time HR's doing it, they've already finished it.
Yeah, keep farming, Liquid. You need your items. Blink Dagger finish now on Earthshaker. Diffusal Blade still a bit of ways.
Is it going to be enough, though? I'm looking over, and Nick's here on the Weaver. He's got a 10-second BKB at the ready, and now that ages.
I mean, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I'm just, we're just
like, listen, I don't have the answers
here,
we're
just looking for opportunities.
I'm just putting questions into the universe. Okay, Weaver makes his move in onto Boxy. There's the Fisher, keeping the space, and now the Death Ward, but he eats so much damage in from the Invoker now on top of it. The Necro is going to be wiped from the playing field here for the next 30 seconds.
Yeah, high ground vision advantage here for, well, I guess Liquid did have a ward on the cliff here, so they kind of did see what they're doing. Boxy just a little bit too far out.
gets destroyed. And they found Quakefa on bottom without his BKB.
Sudden rotation over, maybe one Quakefa wasn't expecting, thinking that they were just going to try to follow up with a tier 2 push in the mid lane. Whatever the case may be, he is caught.
And this game kind of looks like game 1. All HR. Although HR is chasing Liquid back and forth.
They're slippery though. Mickey with the Manta again.
Weaver has Aegis.
Jump in, Taiga silenced instantly though and hit with the Grim ult. And that's when the damage really begins to fly. Roger even rolling through, locking him in their spot. Mickey will be brought down.
Oof. We may not even see a team fight from Liquid at this pace.
Yeah. It might be the next high ground. No. A defensive opportunity to stop them from getting the jump onto Mickey leads them into an awkward bit of a defense. Not your ideal, like, blink in, dunk kind of situation.
The Grimstroke ult is quite good against Void. He can't really do anything. Yeah, he's linked.
Gets linked with the Earthshaker and then silenced because of it. He already used his Manta, so therefore he's just netted and trapped.
Oh,
Good
he actually
moves.
got the Phantom Embrace back, right? Because he had double Phantom Embrace because they were linked. He got the one back from the other target and was able to reapply a new Phantom's Embrace to Void before the first one was even out. So Void was hitting the Phantom's Embrace to break the silence, and then another one flew in with full HP.
Damn. Grimstroke.
Good hero.
Something else.
Good
right?
hero.
Especially when you get a nice link like that.
Yeah, I was a little worried they didn't really have any good combos with the Grimstroke.
Damn, it's like this just new age support hero that
guess
Ice Frog makes. It's just
Spirit
so
Vessel,
good.
do you get double Spirit Vessel charges, right? If you use it on somebody who's linked, does it apply to both?
Don't know if it applies to both. And then do you lose 2 charges?
No, I think it just uses one.
But it does. I don't know if it applies to both or not. It's a good question.
Invoker is kind of isolated here.
He tries to come in with Tornado. Will Liquid put their attention over to defend Boxy? A jump in dunk, a lock.
Oh,
But he gets the
no.
time lapse off, so the Reaper Scythe is not going to be able to get the finish. Jumping in now is going to be Mickey, but he's hit immediately with the rolling boulder. He tries to Manta it off, but he continues to be silenced. He can't do anything. He doesn't even have the mana for the ultimate.
Okay, I think you should always have a magic stick against Invoker. If the EMP is what ruins your team fight, not saying that was only the EMP, but pretty good investment.
And now Liquid up against the ropes. HR just in a firm position. It's Liquid desperate to try to push out side lanes here and just slow it down. At least we see that from Quakefa's side.
Yeah, he's got 2/3 of his BKB.
Oh, okay. Catching out Insania.
Good.
Easy pick. But there's a window of opportunity here, I guess, if they want to go for it. You know, you have Echo's still going to be out for about a minute and a half. Reaper Scythe also on cooldown. The Roche situation is still far off. HR swarming to each of the lanes, keeping the pressure forward a bit as they've spotted an opportunity to go for Quakefa. Funnick in a good spot. Sprouts up after the blink, but a jump in from Mickey now. Funnick pops his BKB and just starts swinging at the Void. Now decides to turn back. He sprouts himself.
Got the bash, didn't have to expend the chrono.
Nice. They commit in with the EMP, but they'll take down Funnick, and that's a 5x kill streak into the pocket of the Void.
Yeah, bit of a mistake there by HR, splitting up.
Friendly tips around, trying to keep morale high for the Liquid side. Listen, guys, they haven't taken anything inside the base yet. We're still fine. It's a 14k net worth advantage, but
Yeah.
that's just the start. That one Funnick kill.
We're fine, guys. There's always game 3.
There's
Don't worry.
always game 3.
No, I wouldn't say it's totally over yet. I've seen Liquid throw bigger leads.
Boxy confident rolling through, but Kasani is ghost walk stalking him for the time.
The chase.
Yeah, but they know they can read the movements of Liquid here.
Yeah, they're waiting for their Fury to get back up.
It's 2 seconds now. Liquid not even confident to commit to going for the outpost. Jump in Yules.
I'd love for them to just chrono this
Oh,
Invoker.
he tried to go for the chrono, but the tornado opportunity just kind of slipping away from Liquid, it looks like. There's the jump in. They're going to commit in for the Weaver.
The Death Ward.
Everything they got and the Reaper Scythe. that will be enough to go for the finish. He doesn't have a buyback, so this is now a 5v4 with a few less ultimates on the Liquid side, though they immediately blast down Boxy. Mickey looking to go in for round number 2. It gets trapped in a sprout. He eats a tree, but there's a tree there. So he's stuck inside for the time being. Now hit with the Yules. Quick follow-up. Move it, Taiga! 2-man dunk is there. Could this be the time for Liquid? Is the follow-up enough? Can they at least finish off Kansani? Yes, they can.
Huge.
Long-winded fight for Liquid, but it still might be for naught as they continue to suffer losses here. Mickey could be next, forced to time walk away. Him and Insania are the lone survivors. I spoke too soon. It is just Mickey now who will tell the tale of that one. The best fight for Liquid for a long time there, but the gold exchange is still in favor of HR. The XP is pretty narrow. Oh, man. Fight being shown from Liquid here, but it's still just not quite enough to make it a convincing turnaround.
Weaver with the Chronosphere initiation ended up actually kind of working out for HR. They don't really have any saves, so if Liquid does connect on a good Chrono, it's kind of hard to help that person get back into the game. Ideally, it's Furion who kind of baits out the Chronosphere, and then he can just buy back, pour it in. But yeah, they didn't even need the Weaver to fight there, who has also picked up a Scotty now, so he'll have that in his inventory for the next fight. Maybe he can survive the combo.
Yep, and if already Liquid are dumping what feels like everything they have in the kitchen sink just to finish off that Weaver.
Definitely really important that whoever they Chrono dies.
Yeah.
Or whoever they use Reaper Scythe on dies on that Reaper.
It's already proving problematic that if they commit everything they have just to get the one person inside the Chrono, they are left with very little for the remaining fight.
Man,
And Koikfa.
They had the physical damage to kill him through the BKB. He did not expect that. The Alacrity'd Furion really pumps.
I don't know if he was flexing much bonus damage. I guess not, because the Wrath of Nature is still available, but my goodness, Funnick just really
Found Shaker.
following into this second net worth position as a hard-hitting core for his team. Taiga in trouble, dancing around, looking to avoid, but not the Sunstrike.
Oh, he lives.
My
No
goodness,
way.
he is fine. They still have the dunk available, and that is a possible preventative from HR, confidently taking a push into the high ground. Now Weaver is able to chisel away at this top tier 3, and is just there they get the finish. A little Cardi helps get that one done.
Can't believe Shaker lived. I'm in denial.
He would have been dead, still here without a buyback available, and
No, he has
HR.
He has buy.
Oh, you're right.
He's got the gold.
He had a 600 surplus.
But yeah, no, regardless, like, pretty big of him to survive there. Not sure how much it changes in the game, but a cool little play, no doubt. Void getting closer to his BKB, which is a huge timing for him. Can actually participate in fights without having to just... I feel like in fights right now, he has to use Chronosphere at the very beginning, almost as like a defensive tool to protect himself.
This is what we like to see, though. Look at Liquid. They smoke. They are still looking for kill opportunities. A jump in, this time a 2 catch onto Chrono. It's Invoker. It's Weaver. The Death Ward. The Reaper Scythe. Neither going to be going down. Not enough damage to get a finish. And if the story goes you want to finish inside your Chrono, this story could unfold very nasty for Liquid.
If they could get out with the Void...
He's just trapped. He's silenced. He's getting
Get
rolled
Pango
on
there.
all day. Pango just finds the perfect spot to lock him down. Boxy tries to go for a valiant TP out, but is quickly canceled.
Roger is just ownage, man. This guy is a proper gamer, that's for sure.
And with that fight, HR moved back. They got eyes on the Roche and Agents and eyes on the finish line soon enough, because at this point you're looking at a near 20K net worth advantage.
Oh, the bounty on Queen of Pain has been set for the next 5 minutes by Kasani.
He's got a vendetta to settle on Koikfa. Let's see if he can do it himself.
Yeah, Invoker's farm has fallen off quite a bit.
Doesn't matter though. You got Funnick.
He's below Pangolier.
Funnick has taken over as the true core of this game, who has an AC now done.
It's true. That's why Furion's one of the best heroes in Dota. And the most fun to play.
brings so much to the game.
You get farmed on this hero.
And here they go, back at top lane where the tier 3 was already down.
Yep, no Chronosphere as well for 60 seconds.
No chrono. They do have Blink Dunk.
Yeah, but Weaver's got an Aegis and Furion's got a cheese. So.
Yep. There's the dunk. They're going to commit it. And they're not even going to get the Aegis. He's able to get the time walk off.
Inkswell.
This might be it. Funnick scoring the double kill. Cleaning out 3 members of Liquid now. 4 members. A buyback has to be forced, but the Raxes are already down. And HR just go on to the the mid lane. Here we are. Tier 3 finished. Looks like we're going to be going to a game number 3.
Yeah, Liquid not surrendering quite. Okay, take it back. There they go.
They called at that moment, wisely so. HR this time they set themselves up into a position where they do win the laning phase like last time, but they can actually clean